Ever wondered how a cartoon could predict real-world events? Welcome to a mind-boggling journey into the uncanny world of The Simpsons, a show that has, on multiple occasions, seemed to possess the powers of a cartoon crystal ball. The Simpsons is a long-standing gem in the crown of American television. It has been gracing our screens for over 3 decades, and in that time, it has proven to be more than just an animated sitcom. The show has an uncanny knack for making predictions that eerily mirror real-world events. From the trivial to the monumental, from the hilarious to the downright spooky, The Simpsons has forecasted them all with an accuracy that could give Nostradamus a run for his money. While some of these prophetic episodes might be chalked up to coincidence, the sheer number of times The Simpsons has accurately predicted the future is nothing short of astonishing. And we're not just talking about vague, could-apply-to-anything type of predictions. We're talking about very specific events, people and even technological advancements that seemed far-fetched at the time of the episode's airing, only to become reality years later. Now, let's whet your appetite with a taste of these prescient predictions. Remember when The Simpsons foresaw the horse meat scandal in Europe? Or when they predicted Disney's acquisition of 20th Century Fox? And who could forget the episode where they hinted at the 2016 US presidential election outcome years before it happened? Mind-boggling, isn't it? But hold your horses. We're not diving into the specifics just yet. We're saving that for the deep dive that's coming up. So prepare to have your mind blown as we delve into each of these predictions and their real-world counterparts. The Simpsons' track record of predictions is an enigma that continues to baffle fans and skeptics alike. Is it a case of life imitating art? Or is there something more to this phenomenon? Stay tuned as we take a deep dive into these predictions and their uncanny real-world counterparts. What if I told you that the Simpsons family, as yellow and animated as they may be, have foreseen some of the most significant events in recent history? Quite the claim, isn't it? Yet, it's a claim that has been circulating for years, and today we delve into it. This strange phenomenon is often referred to as predictive programming. It's the theory that through media and entertainment, certain events or ideas are subtly implanted into our minds, prepping society for these future occurrences. And while it might sound like something straight out of a sci-fi novel, The Simpsons has time and time again made us question its validity. Let's talk about the masterminds behind this iconic show. The Simpsons was created by Matt Groening, a man with a seemingly uncanny ability to gaze into the crystal ball of the future. Alongside him, a team of writers, who might as well be wizards, have been crafting these uncannily prescient narratives since the late 80s. What's their secret, you ask? Some believe it's the sheer number of episodes, over 700, believe it or not, and the law of large numbers. Others say it's the show's satirical take on society and its trends that often hits closer to home than expected. But there are those who wonder if there's something more prophetic at play. From predicting the outcome of presidential elections to foreseeing technological advancements, The Simpsons has been eerily accurate at times. And while it's easy to brush these off as mere coincidences, the sheer volume and specificity of these predictions can make even the biggest skeptics do a double take. So is it possible that our favorite animated family from Springfield has been subtly preparing us for the future? Or is it all just a series of fortunate guesses and coincidences? Regardless of where you stand on the matter, there's no denying that The Simpsons has forever etched itself into pop culture. Not just as a beloved animated series, but as a potential oracle of the future. Let's explore some of these predictions, shall we? From technological innovations to political shifts, The Simpsons have seen it all coming. Let's take a moment to marvel at the uncanny foresight of this animated series, starting with the prediction of the smartwatch. Yes, you heard it right. The Simpsons predicted the advent of the smartwatch way back in 1995, a good 2 decades before the world saw the first Apple Watch. In an episode titled Lisa's Wedding, Lisa's future fiancé makes a call using his watch, a concept that seemed far-fetched at the time, but is now a staple of modern technology. Moving on to the dawn of the new millennium, The Simpsons did something even more jaw-dropping. They predicted the presidency of Donald Trump. In the year 2000, in an episode called Bart to the Future, we see Lisa Simpson as the President of the United States, succeeding President Trump. The script even goes as far as mentioning the economic turmoil that the country was plunged into. Fast forward to 2016, and we see the real-life version of this prediction unfold. But The Simpsons' prescience doesn't stop at technology and politics. They've also predicted cultural shifts and events with a spooky accuracy. In the episode When You Dish Upon a Star, aired in 1998, we see a sign outside 20th Century Fox that reads, "A division of Walt Disney Company." Fast forward to 2017, almost 2 decades later, and Disney announces its acquisition of 20th Century Fox. It's uncanny, isn't it? How a mere cartoon, a sitcom, a satire can predict real-world events with such accuracy. From the smartwatch to the Trump presidency, The Simpsons have been ahead of the curve, foreseeing the future in their own unique animated way. But that's not all, there's more to this animated oracle. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the prophetic prowess of The Simpsons in our next segment. Believe it or not, The Simpsons didn't stop predicting the future after the turn of the millennium. In fact, their prophetic streak has only grown stronger and more uncanny as the years have rolled on. Let's glide into the world of sports. In the year 2010, The Simpsons showcased an episode where the United States clinched an Olympic gold in curling. Now, curling may not be the first sport that comes to mind when you think of American Olympic triumphs. But fast forward 8 years to the Winter Olympics of 2018, and lo and behold, the United States did indeed secure a gold medal in curling, besting of all countries, Sweden. It was a victory that left many sports pundits scratching their heads and Simpsons fans nodding theirs. But the creators of this iconic show didn't just have their fingers on the pulse of sports. They had a knack for foreseeing seismic shifts in the entertainment industry too. Case in point, in a 1998 episode, a sign can be seen outside a fictional 20th Century Fox studio, cheekily proclaiming it a division of Walt Disney Company. Fast forward 2 decades to 2017, and in a twist that left Hollywood gobsmacked, Disney announced it was acquiring 20th Century Fox. It's almost as if the writers and creators of The Simpsons are dabbling in a bit of time travel, isn't it? Or perhaps they're just incredibly astute observers of societal trends and patterns. Either way, the show's track record of eerily accurate predictions is nothing short of remarkable. These instances are not isolated coincidences, but part of a larger pattern that raises the question, how does a show about a yellow-skinned, four-fingered family manage to predict the future with such uncanny accuracy? Intrigued yet? Let's keep going. How does The Simpsons do it? Is it mere coincidence, or is there something more at play? Diving into the heart of the matter, there are a myriad of theories floating around, each trying to explain this fascinating phenomenon. Let's explore some of these, shall we? The first theory is pure and simple, the law of large numbers. The Simpsons has been on air for over 3 decades, with more than 700 episodes under its belt. With such a vast amount of content, it's almost inevitable that the writers would occasionally hit the bull's eye. This theory suggests that the predictions are not a result of clairvoyance, but rather a statistical inevitability. Moving on, another theory suggests that The Simpsons, with its sharp wit and satirical lens, is just really good at observing societal trends. The show often uses parody and satire as a means of commentary on current events. This clever observation of society, combined with a sprinkle of imagination, could sometimes result in scenarios that eventually come true. Then there's the self-fulfilling prophecy theory. The idea is that The Simpsons, being a cultural phenomenon, influences the very future it predicts. It's a bit like throwing a dart at a wall, then painting the bullseye around wherever it lands. Lastly, some believe in the shotgun approach. The Simpsons throw out a plethora of outrageous scenarios. Most of them miss the mark, but the few that hit become the talk of the town, overshadowing the misses. So, is The Simpsons' knack for prediction due to coincidence, clairvoyance, Or just a blend of keen observation and statistical inevitability? Perhaps it's a mix of all these elements, or maybe it's something else entirely, something we've yet to discover. Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure. The Simpsons have given us plenty to ponder about the line between fiction and reality.